Thank you for tuning into the Inside Sports Report right here on TV 20. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. The NFL Draft is something like Christmas Day for NFL fans. And although the Cleveland Browns haven't chosen many players that have panned out, fans still showed up in record numbers to the Browns draft party. Cleveland Browns fans are some of the most loyal fans in all of professional sports. The team has only reached the playoffs one time since their return in 1999. Yet the team managed to draw more fans than both playoff-bound Cincinnati Bengals and Pittsburgh Steelers in their division. Ever since the team returned to Cleveland, it seems like they've been on an ongoing search for a franchise quarterback. They've started 24 different quarterbacks since the 1999 season. Almost every year, they use their first-round pick on a quarterback that never pans out. But with the new regime that's taking a more analytical approach, things are changing.
Our management organization decided that we were going to build this team through the draft, and I like the fact that they're not taking media and fan pressure to make a move quick. All right, so moving down and getting extra picks so we can have more picks for the draft is a great move.
The Browns finished the 2015 season 3-13. Which gave them the number 2 overall pick in the 2016 draft. But in a blockbuster trade, just days before the draft, the Browns traded their 2016 second overall pick and a 2017 fourth-round pick to the Philadelphia Eagles for the 2016 eighth overall pick, 2016 third-round and fourth-round pick, 2017 first-round, and 2018 second-round pick. So how did the loyal Cleveland fan base feel about this trade?
Excited. I mean, our team's been a dumpster fire for years, and plenty of holes in the team, and picking the top 2 quarterbacks that no one really knows about or trusts, I think it was much of a gamble, and I think they did a smart thing.
Well, I had mixed emotions at first. I was hoping they took Wentz, hoping he's the next Big Ben, but I guess we just got to stick with their plan that they got.
Glad they traded out too, because we got Robert Griffin now.
Yeah, that's okay, because their choices were quarterbacks. And we've seen what that's got us, okay? Nowhere, okay? And I've been doing this for a lot of years. Quarterbacks for the last 19 years have gotten us nowhere. So a decent quarterback he needs good surroundings, good offense and good defense. So really, we take a decent quarterback in the later rounds, I'm fine. Hey, I'm great with RG2. I'm great with him. I think he's going to be what we need.
I wasn't excited about it at first, and then I got to thinking about it. They need as many players as they can get. Right. So, I'm cool with it, man. I'm like, hey, let's get as many players as we can. Let's help RG3 and them, man. Give us a wide receiver. Give me Ezekiel Elliott, man. I'm good to go.
Most of the fans we spoke with felt good about the Browns trading back to acquire more picks. So now, with the Browns sitting at number 8, I wanted to find out who the fans would like the organization to draft.
And first pick tonight, it will be Ezekiel Elliott. You get me a man, give me the ball up the middle, he's going to blast through the defenders. You get somebody that can go 10 yards past the defensive line, turn around, catch the ball, and run. And what's the best protection for a quarterback besides the defensive or offensive line? A damn good running back that's going to carry this team until we do find a quarterback.
I think they're honestly going to move back, in my opinion. I think they're going to move back to the teens and probably take Treadwell. If they're still there at 8, we should honestly probably just take Zeke. I mean, why not? And I'm not even an OSU guy. I just think that he's going to be the best player available at that time.
I like Tunsil. He's a big guy, and I think he's going to anchor us for years.
Bosa. Kruger's getting old.
All right, why do you think Bosa?
Ohio State guy, used to the area, and we need pass rush. I mean, how many times did we sack the quarterback last year?
Go Browns. Go Brownies, baby.
When the 8th pick rolled around, some fans were surprised and others weren't. The Browns traded back once more. The Browns sent their 8th overall pick to the Tennessee Titans, and in return, the Browns received the 15th overall pick and a 3rd-round pick and a 2nd-round pick in 2017. And this time, when their 15th overall pick rolled around, they were ready to make a selection.
With the 15th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, The Cleveland Browns select Corey Coleman, wide receiver, Baylor.
The Browns already have a Baylor receiver on their roster in Josh Gordon, but who knows when he'll be able to return. And losing Travis Benjamin in free agency really hurt the Browns receiving corps. The team traded down twice, stockpiled picks, and still got the receiver they had at the top of their board. A dynamic playmaker like Corey Coleman was necessary for the Browns' offense. Between his explosive speed and his ability to make big plays, this pick was a no-brainer for the Browns. Coleman finished the year with 74 catches, 1,363 yards, and 20 touchdowns. He capped off the year as a college All-American and won the 2015 Fred Biletnikoff Award for the nation's best wide receiver. Corey Coleman measures 5 feet 11 inches, 194 pounds, 30-inch arm length, 9-inch hands, 40.5-inch vertical leap, 11 feet 3-inch broad jump, and clocked an official 4.37 seconds in the 40-yard dash. The Browns organization had Coleman ranked as their top receiver, but how did the Cleveland fans feel about this selection?
I was loving it when we traded the number 8 pick. That's exactly what I wanted. Hoping for a receiver. I wanted Treadwell. We got Coleman. Analytics does show that Coleman's the number 1 receiver in the class. Antonio Brown comparison, so you got to love that. So I'm happy. I'm happy right now.
Coleman, I think he's explosive. I think he's going to help RG3 spread it out and make some plays this year.
I really like him. I really thought they was going to go with him or Fuller out of Notre Dame, so I was really excited for him. We need some wide receivers.
I think it's awesome. I like it. I mean, we need receivers, and I think by getting him, that was a great pick. By trading down, I really like it personally. I mean, I think going with RG3, we need receivers, so I really like it to me.
I feel like it was set up well so that we can get a good pick like Corey Coleman to help us with this electric offense, and I think it was good to trade back. I feel like he's a dynamic receiver. He's electric when he gets the ball, good speed, and he can make moves in the open field. I think him and RG3 will be a great fit for the Browns.
We need a lot of skill position players, and he scored 20 touchdowns last year. He's a big guy. He plays tough. I'm happy with it.
I felt like at first they didn't get the guy that they wanted, the primary guy, so they kept postponing it, moving backwards to get who they actually wanted in the draft, and overall they made the best pick for their program. I think he's a dynamic receiver. I mean, he gives the team what they need, someone to go down the field and make the big plays for them, and having history in the same type of system that RG3 played in, it was a good pick since he's now the current quarterback with the Browns, so that was a good pick.
I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's nice that they finally got a wide receiver. He's a top wide receiver on a lot of draft boards, so he looks like an explosive player, someone that can make some plays. It's hard to tackle in the open field, and he's got that speed. I wish he was a little taller, but he's going to look like he's going to be a playmaker. And I'm excited to see him and Griffin hook up because they know each other from Baylor. And that's going to be a big plus, that camaraderie, that connection they have. And so it's a first step in rebuilding this team into what it should be for the Cleveland fans.
Bottom line, Corey Coleman is a dangerous vertical receiver with the capability of going up top with defenders who fail to recognize his amazing speed. He can gain instant separation to create room for passing windows. He can also help in the return game. One thing some people were worried about was his height. And when asked about his size, he came up with the best quote of the draft. Coleman stated, quote, "If size mattered, elephants would be king of the jungle." That statement really stood out to me. It shows that he's determined and has the heart of a lion. And that's the type of players we need in Cleveland.
Go Browns! Go Browns!
The Cleveland Crush is part of the Women's Blue Chip Basketball League, a semi-pro women's league with teams all across the United States. The Crush are gearing up for their upcoming season, so they held their annual pancake breakfast to interact with the community.
Well, today, we came out. We had kind of a fundraiser, a pancake breakfast. I think it was different for a lot of us because I've never had to wait or serve anyone. So we helped set up. We helped the cooks do a little something in the back. And then once our families came in, we were their hostess and we sat them and we waited on them.
Aside from this being a pancake breakfast, this was also the Cleveland Crush Media Day. So the ladies were busy serving their friends and family and doing interviews with different media outlets about the upcoming season.
We definitely have a good team. The new faces are definitely very helpful. We got some shooters this year. We got some people that can run the floor. So I'm excited to get out on the court and see what we can do.
For anyone who's played basketball, high school or college, especially college, you know that when you finish, you really miss that camaraderie, that relationship you have with your teammates, with coaches, and for me, this really brings me back to that, and that's what I enjoy most.
We actually get along, so we're a team that we really get along. A lot of us knew each other before we came out and played, and because Errol had been here the year before, we stuck him in, and he was a good piece, and he fit the puzzle, and I think we're pretty complete.
Second-year head coach Errol Porter is very confident in his team and has high hopes for this season.
Well, I'm excited. We riding the momentum from last year. We won the Northeast Regional Championship, and beating Louisville, which was an amazing victory, actually, second victory last year. Shot a lot of momentum into us. We went up, made it to the championships and traveled to South Carolina. Didn't fare too well, but this year, we plan to bring it all home. Thank you to the City of Cleveland. Thank you to Director Michael Cox and Kathy Allen from TV20 also. We have a partnership with the City of Cleveland, and our home gym is the Zelma George Recreation Center.
And we just want people to come out and support us and play basketball, watch us play, and win. That's what we're trying to do. So we have a marvelous young ladies that's going to play this year. So hopefully everything will come out good.
Thank you for tuning into the Inside Sports Report. Make sure you continue to tune in each and every week for an inside scoop on our Cleveland sports scene. And stay tuned for the bottom line up front with City of Cleveland Media Relations Director Dan Williams.